Hey everyone, welcome to Chris Ryan Fitness. I have an absolutely fantastic 15-minute stretch class for us. It's going to begin from a standing position, and we're working our way down on the ground thereafter for the last few stretches of the day. It's going to be 15 minutes in length, so if you need a workout mat to get comfortable on the ground stretches and the floor stretches, by all means have a workout mat, a yoga mat. So let's start out with a big inhale through your nose. Nice, relax, exhale through your nose as well, right there. Just try to think opening on up as much as you can, trying to be as relaxed as possible. So legs crossed with a reach up overhead. Let's go ahead and take that left leg up over that right, left hand in that right hip, and then that right hand reaches up and over the top side. So you're reaching up with that right arm all the way up and over that top side position. So you feel that stretch here through the tricep, down and in through that lat, through the hip flexor, and down through that IT band. Now the kicker is right here. Make sure the elbow is pulled back behind the ear. If your elbow's too far forward, you're not going to feel that stretch in the right way. So think starting on out, opening on up first, pulling that elbow back. There you go. And then just pushing through that hip gently on that left side with that left hand, pushing your hips as far over to that right side as possible. Just drive on through, reach the hands down and in towards the ground. Eyes over to that right side of the room for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly rise on up. Just nice to get in that side of your body as well instead of just always working in that frontal plane. And you're going to take that right hand into that right hip. You're going to take it all the way up over top side now. There you go. So once again, you want to think elbow pulls back, right? So you open up through the tricep, through that lat. You're reaching and stretching first, and then pushing through that right hand and that right hip gently. And just do some easy nasal breathing right here. Just think about looking out towards that left side of the room a little bit more than straight down out in front of you. There you go. And just easy breathing as much as you can. Trying to be as relaxed as possible. And notice as you breathe a little bit more relaxed, you're going to end up reaching down with the hands. Gravity's just going to try to open up through that lat as much as you can. I'll pivot a little bit right here. Show you a little different angle view. You want to think pushing and dropping that left hip to that left side as far as you can, all the while keeping that elbow stacked high up over the top side of your shoulder and letting those fingertips dangle on down to that right side with the left hand. Excellent, excellent work, everybody. A few more seconds to go. Keep driving, opening up through the hip flexors, those obliques, expanding the ribs as much as you can for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of that stretch, shake it on out. We're going to continue on the undercarriage of our arms. We're going to go down to a fetal position now on our left side first. You're going to take that left hand on up over that right knee. You're going to start out with that right hand out in front with the palms facing down towards the ground. And you're just going to pivot that right hand up all the way up over the top side of your head, back to that tailbone region, and then all the way back on up in front. There you go. Try to keep your elbow as straight as possible while keeping your hands in contact with the ground. So it's a nice little hurling motion. At the backside position, your head's resting on the ground, your eyes are up towards the ceiling, and you think about opening up your chest, right, towards the ceiling. But you want to make sure the knees are stacked on top. That's why you have that left hand on top of that right knee. You're just going to roll all the way on through, out in front. Smooth, controlled motion, back and forth, all the way. Open up through your chest, lengthen through those arms, and out front and center you go. Reach, 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 high up over top side of your shoulder, back on in, over top side we go. Excellent, excellent job. Back and forth all the way through for 3, for 2, front center, finish up that rep, and we'll pivot over to the opposite side. So let's pivot quickly over to our right side now. And now you're going to be lying on your right side, right hand up over that left knee. Left hand starts out in front. Left hand reaches up over top side position, open up your chest, back towards the tailbone, and then front and center you go. Reach, 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 all the way on up. Try to keep your elbow as straight as you can. Have to remind myself of that as well. This side's a little tighter for some reason. There we go. Must have slept on it wrong, right? There we go. Oh, that's the sticking point for me. Back on in, all the way on through front side position. Lengthen all the way. Slow, controlled, opening up, rolling your shoulder down and back, lengthening through your lat as much as you can, getting up and underneath the undercarriage of the arm. Remember, the shoulder is a ball and socket joint, so it moves in a multitude of different directions, thankfully. But sometimes, for some of us, it becomes a hinge joint, right? It doesn't want to move in a ball and socket fashion. So we got to get underneath it, get it nice and malleable again, get that WD-40, if you will, into that lat, opening on up as much as you can. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Arm goes behind and above your head, back to that tailbone region, and then finish up that rep, everybody. And we will move on for 3, for 2, and 1. Quad stretch time. We go. Let's pivot. Actually, you know what? Let's just stay over here on our right side. Now what you can do is grab that left ankle just like so. We're nice and comfy on our right side, right? Good. So now what we're going to do is grab that left ankle just like so. Pull the heel in towards your glutes. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start out with that palm facing on up. Just relax right hand out in front. Now gently drive that knee away from your hip line right here. Just kind of punch it back. Hold for a second or two. And then bring back on into center. Punch it back, hold for a second or two, and then bring it right back on into center. The goal on this one is not trying to yank that hand, right? You're not trying to pull that foot hard in any way. You want to use the hand as a guidance tool and then push the knee, right? So you're driving through your femur, the big strong thigh bone right there, trying to push that femur away from your body with that knee. Excellent, excellent work. We're going to do one more rep, and then this rep, what you're going to do on this side is just hold that position. There you go. Now hold that position. Follow that nasal breathing pattern again, just in and out through the nose. And at the same time, you're trying to push the knee a little further on every exhale. As you exhale, just think, I'm going to drive that knee away a little bit more. Static hold, we go. There you go. Final 10 seconds. Push that knee as far away from your body as possible. Excellent, excellent work for 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. Come over on your left side now. There you go. So you're on your left side. You're going to take that left hand up out in front. You're going to grab your right ankle now. Pull the heel in towards your hip line and your glute, and then punch that knee away from your body ever so slightly. Back and forth. Smooth and controlled. There you go. Trying to keep your heel in towards your glute the whole way through. Punching that knee away from your body. Releasing tension in that quadricep. Think long through that muscle. Excellent, excellent job. Knee drives back, heels in towards the glute the whole way through. Back and forth. Now let's hit this last rep. Let's go and hold all the way through now. So you have that hand on top of the foot, ankle region on that right side, just inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the nose. On every exhale, you're trying to just push that knee a little further away from your hip, right? Trying to drive that knee a little bit more, all the way on through. Inhaling, exhaling the whole time. Last few seconds. There you go. Inhale one more time. Exhale and push that knee a little bit further for 2 and 1. Go ahead, slowly come back to center. Figure 4 time we go. Flip over on your backside now. So now you're going to take that left leg, cross it up and over that right knee. So the ankle is beyond that knee, right? The foot and the ankle region is beyond that knee. You're going to take that right hand up over top side of your shin on that right shin, just south of that right kneecap. Left palm is going to come on into the instep of your left knee. So once again, left palm in the instep of your left knee, right hand has that shin. And now you're going to lift up that heel on your right foot and then gently apply pressure through that kneecap on that left side. So you're going to inhale through your nose. Nice, easy exhale. Excellent, excellent job. That is your piriformis, my friends. That little muscle over there in the hip that gets a little tight on a lot of us, right? We sit, sometimes when we squat, when we work out, it tends to get worked. You do need to work out, but sometimes when we sit a lot too, it gets tight. But sometimes if we over exert it in a hard, for instance, butt and legs workout, we got to stretch it on out, right? At the same time, strengthening and stretching the whole way through, pushing through that left palm as much as you can, and just following that easy breathing pattern. Excellent, excellent job. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring those feet down to the ground. Relax for a second, and then go ahead and switch it on up. Right leg crosses up over that left. Grab that left shin with that left hand. There you go. Heels up over the top side, and then drive on in with that right palm on the instep of your right knee. Easy breathing the whole way through, trying to straighten out your elbow and push through that right palm as much as you can on the instep of that right knee. So you just feel those hips open on up right there through that piriformis. Love this stretch. Gets so tight on a lot of us, right? Myself included. There we go. Just something that has to be done. We're working it open as much as you can. But notice when you are calm, when you're relaxed, when you're doing easy breathing, you can open up a little bit more on these stretches, especially as you exhale, right? So just think calm, relax, not trying to struggle or grit your teeth, squint your eyes in any way or anything like that. You want to think just smooth, controlled breathing pattern, and then driving on through. So you almost feel a little warm, tingling sensation in that stretch portion, right? Excellent, excellent job. That warm, tingling sensation is what we're looking for. I was feeling good, right? Here you go. One more time. Inhale. Slow, controlled exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of that figure 4, everybody. Thoracic time we go. Each side. Stay over here on your left side. Take that left hand up over that right knee. Right hand reaches up out in front. And then with that right hand, you're just going to reach up and over, straight arm position as far as you can to the back of the room. So the knuckles touch the ground. Your palm is facing up towards the ceiling, and you are looking towards your thumb. That's right. Hang out right there. Straight arm position for 3, 2, 1. Collapse back over to center line. You go. Straight arm position. Reach and extend. Fingertips as far away from the wrist, as far away from the elbow, as far away from the shoulder as possible. Hang out right there. 3, 2, 1. Back up over top side. We go. Reaching and stretching one more time. Working through the thoracic mid-back region along its axis point. Oh, yeah. One more time. I meant we're doing a few more reps right here. My bad. And hanging out right there. 3, 2, and 1. Back up over top side. Got time for at least 1 to 2 more reps right here on that right side, right? Back and forth all the way through. Reaching, stretching, open on up. Last rep, best rep. See, told you. 1 more rep. There we go. Last rep, best rep on that right side. 3, 2, 1. And let's pivot on through to our right side now. So you're going to lie on your right side. Right hand up over that left knee. Left hand reaches up top side, reaching up and over. Arm as straight as possible. Palm facing up towards the ceiling. Pivot around the axis point of your hips. And then come back up over top side. Smooth range of motion, controlled all the way through. Spreading your fingers wide. Reaching your fingertips as far away from one another as possible, as far away from your wrist, from your elbow, from your shoulder. So you think about reaching an extension the whole time. You are lengthening, you are long, you are strong, right? There you go. All the way through. Keep your hips locked on through. Notice that you're getting a stretch through that lumbar spine region in the hips as well, right? Excellent, excellent work. Usually when we stretch something out, it's not just targeted to one group. Usually there's some sort of counter stretch that goes on at the same time, especially on these where you're locking out your lower body from your upper body, working around its axis point, right? There you go. Back and forth, reaching and stretching. A couple more reps. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Last rep. Best rep. Back and forth you go for 3, 2, and 1. Safely come out of that stretch, everybody. Go ahead and release that knee. Go ahead, sit on up. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic job here today on our stretch class. So tomorrow we'll be back live for strength, chest, back, and abs, a 45-minute burner at 8 a.m. East Coast time. If you can make it, please check on in and RSVP for that class. And as always, be hitting some on-demand workouts whenever you can, and keep on checking out that live calendar for all the updates. The rest of September is posted. We'll see you in whatever lives you can make. Thank you for joining us here today.